Hello and welcome to the third video of the Pearsons do Disney. Brief video blog of our planning for our trip next year to Disney World in Florida, Orlando. Right, today it's a little bit dull and a little bit boring, that's why I'm doing it rather than my lovely wife. This is a video on the costs, what we've spent, what we intend to spend, just to give you a general idea. This is all estimates and approximations. Had to change a few pounds into dollars and dollars into pounds and all that sort of stuff. So the conversion rate used was $1.50 to a pound. So what's going to happen is I'm going to go through all the stuff we've booked and planned and paid for, and what we'll do is we'll do a nice running total at the end so you can see how much in total our 2-week trip to Disney has cost. Like I say, it's just for your guide and your information. So, starting at the big first huge expense, the actual holiday itself, which was booked with Virgin Holidays a few months ago now, that was approximately £6,200. Now, that includes many things. I'll just briefly run through them. There's the 14 nights at the hotel, the 14-day Disney Pass, which includes the Photo Pass Memory Maker to have all the photos taken at the park. We also got $200 worth of Disney dollars. The Disney dining plan, we had a normal dining plan, which is two meals, 1 snack credit and a mug for every day you're there. So unlimited drinks using the mug, 2 meals and a snack credit every day for each of us. And the hotel we'll be stopping at is the Caribbean Beach Resort. Also included in the price of the holiday was the hiring a car. We upgraded the car slightly to get a slightly larger one because we're not a small family and we won't travel too light, so we'll need plenty of room for luggage and stuff like that. And we did get the higher level of insurance in that. Because my understanding and knowledge of America is have plenty of insurance in case anything goes wrong. So that probably increased the cost a bit more than what it could have been. Obviously the flights are on Virgin Atlantic and economy class there and back, again because we were looking to keep the cost reasonably low. Okay, so the next thing that we've booked and paid for so far is the flight seats. So obviously with Virgin you have to pay extra to book your seats, which came as a little bit of a surprise to us. We didn't realise that initially up front, but we have done that now, and we spent £110 booking seats on the way back, which are upstairs in the bubble. For those of you who are aware of the flights, the aeroplanes that Virgin Atlantic use, and on the way there it's just £100 for booking the 4 seats, and I'm sure we'll do many more videos, and one of those will cover the flights and the plane and all of that sort of stuff. The next thing was passports. We needed to get 1 passport renewed. That was £80. Another thing we needed was obviously insurance, travel insurance, and we managed to get that for all 4 of us, again for around about £80. I'm not sure of the running total, but that'll keep flashing up on the screen, hopefully somewhere. Right, next we had to get ESTAs, which is something else we had to consider for getting to America. It was a very quick, easy process done online. For all 4 of us, it was just under £40. Right, now the next thing we've paid for so far is we're flying at early morning on the Tuesday, so we've booked in the hotel on the Monday night, so there's a bit less stress and a bit more time, and we booked hotel and obviously car parking to keep the car nice and safe for 2 weeks. That came in at just under £200 for the 2 weeks. Reasonable hotel, no meal included in that, bog standard, and look after the car for the 2 weeks. Right, and now the final thing that we've actually spent money on so far is just the 1 small suitcase for £16. So that's everything that we've actually spent money on to date, and gives you a total so far of how much we've spent. Right, so we've still got a few things to buy and a few things to sort out. We'll start off by going what we've still got to do before we leave. So we still need some suitcases. We need 3 small ones to go in the cabin with us. We've estimated that there'll be about £60 in total. We think we can find 3 nice ones for that. And we think we probably need 1 more large suitcase for all the stuff probably we're going to bring back rather than take with us. And we think that we should be able to get one for about £60 there. The next thing that we're going to buy before we go is we're going to get a GoPro. These look absolutely fantastic little cameras, and we intend to do loads of little videos while we're over there. And a decent one of those we're looking at hopefully getting for around about £200. We will also need some extras, harnesses and memory cards and that sort of stuff, and we think again about another £100 for that, so in total about £300 on GoPros. Now when we get to the airport, obviously we've got a hotel sorted and all that, but we've got the morning before the flight and we're going to need some food. So we've budgeted around £80 for that, because the airport food in Britain is very expensive for a breakfast. Then the final thing before we get on the plane is we're going to buy some food for the flight. I know food's included on the flight, but we've got some fussy eaters, and of the reviews I've read for the flight food, it's very hit and miss. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. We can't have the little boys starving on the flight, so we'll be buying loads of crisps and sweets and sandwiches and pop to take with us. All the stuff they probably shouldn't have. And we've budgeted around £30 for that. Things change, everything's in dollars now, so this is where we've had to convert things back from dollars into pounds at the $1.50 a pound rate. So again, just estimates to give you a vague idea of the stuff we're going to be spending money on. The first thing we considered was the mousekeeping. Obviously in America it's very big, tipping everyone for everything, because that's how they make their wages up. The mousekeeping we've budgeted at $4 a day, which is $1, sorry, per person, and that gives us a total of just under £40 for the whole 2 weeks. While we're over there, we intend to have some nice meals. We have got the Disney dining plan, which is probably not quite enough food for all of us to keep us going for the whole 2 weeks. So we're looking at doing a character breakfast, which we think will be around about £80. And we're also looking at going for 3 nice table sit-down meals. We've not decided what yet. We're looking into that still. We'll wait and see. And again, we've budgeted around £240, so it's not cheap, but it's more for the experience and the fun, and hopefully a very good fee to supplement the dining plan. Okay, so the next thing is, we've got the Disney dining plan, which gives you 1 snack a day and a mug to refill, but you can only refill that at the hotel. So we've done a little bit of an estimate, and we've come up with some costs for drinks in the parks and nibbles, because we'll carry some nibbles around with us to save that. It'll probably be a little trip to Walmart or something before, or possibly even buy 1 or 2 in the parks. Now for the 4 of us, we've estimated just under £400 for the 2 weeks. It seems like a lot, but it is 4 of us, and you only have to have 1 drink each. You know, even a bottle of water is $2.50, so you can very quickly get through that, especially with it being so hot when we're there. Okay, so a couple of really boring bits now to consider. We are hiring a car, and we'll be driving to and from the airport, and trips to the shopping malls and stuff like that. So we've budgeted £20 for fuel, because I believe fuel's quite a bit cheaper over in America, and obviously toll roads. There's a lot of tolls on the motorways over there, so we've budgeted around £15 for that. And finally, on a final day on the way back, we'll have to have a meal in the airport, we feel, just before we take off. Again, just in case the food on the flight isn't fantastic. It's going to be a hard flight back overnight. It'd be nice to have some decent food. We believe the food in the American airport is a little bit cheaper than the British, so we've just budgeted £40 for that. So, just to cover, that's everything we've budgeted for so far. It doesn't include spending money, because we sort of see that as an extra, we'll take as much as we can, and we don't need it for a good holiday. We believe now that if we spend all of this money that we've outlined here, we'll have a pretty good time in Disney without spending a fortune. We will spend a fortune, but we don't need to. So I think that covers everything now from a cost point of view. Not the most exciting of videos. I'm sure next week's will be more fun and more exciting, but some useful planning information hopefully, and gives you some ideas of costs. Please like if you have liked this video, and subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you.